Even now, long after his death, I have a fear that comes back to me at night. It is the fear of this madman hurting me and my mother. But in the middle of it all, I took the lead with my elder brothers. I would not let this horrible thing control me. True leaders are often found at the worst of times. During the tsunami that hit Asia on Boxing Day in 2004, people who were on holiday gave help where it was needed. They didn't wait to be asked. They just looked at things and made up their minds what had to be done. Then they just got on with it. Other leaders appeared during the London bombings in 2005. They were members of the public who just took the lead and did what they thought needed to be done. A couple of years ago, I watched a TV program about people who were awarded the Victoria Cross Medal for extreme courage at war. Winning the Victoria Cross is a very hard thing to do. For one thing, you need to have faced death. You also need to have shown leadership at the very worst times. The winners had all done that. There is no question they were heroes. But what was really interesting about them is that they seemed very ordinary and modest, and not the kind of people who talked or acted big. They were ordinary soldiers who didn't go into the war as big leaders. Some had commanding roles, but others were simple men from the infantry. When they were called upon to do their duty, they did so with something special that very few of us can match. They knew they had a job to do, and by God they were going to do it to the utmost. The desire to fight for their country and to protect their men was all they thought about. For me, they showed leadership at its very best. Yet as the programme showed, not one of them thought they were doing anything special. They said they were just doing their jobs. Leaders can be doing the most ordinary things, but it's how they do it. A lot of stuff is written about how to be a great leader. In fact, there are hundreds and hundreds of books, and most of them are rubbish. They don't end up helping you. All they do is remind you that you are not up there. And they see leading as something that is big, very big. They see it as something you do if you want to be a prime minister or a billionaire like Bill Gates, founder of the giant computer software company Microsoft, and said to be worth around $40 billion. We don't need any more big chiefs in this world. We need more everyday leaders who will change the world for the better, like Sean. What about the man who sweeps the street in front of my house? You might think he has a crummy job, but it is his way of helping the world go round. I've watched him through the window. He does his job with great pride, making sure that the footpath is clean and that any weeds growing out of the cracks in the concrete are pulled up. I'm not sure if he has to do all that, but he does it anyway. His attitude shows he is a leader. He is committed to the job. He takes control, and he does it properly,